Hi everybody and welcome to my YouTube vlog. My name is Samantha Sinyekena. I am the writer of Memoirs of a Dater, which we'll get onto in a minute. Just to give you my details, you can find out more about me and what I do, www.memoirsofa.co.uk, or you can follow me on Instagram at Memoirs of a Dater. I also have a personal account, which I don't mind people following me on. It's Samantha_writer or something like that, but you'll find the link and they're all kind of linked together. I'm on Twitter, I don't use it much. Memoirs of a Dater, again, you can find it. So, this is my book. It is a collection of funny memoirs about my dating disasters. So it started off about 10 years ago. When I started going on dates and trying to get myself back out there after my ex cheated on me with a girl that he worked with. And I started writing a blog, which really started to do well. But I was advised to take it down because somebody copied my work and etc., which is flattering, thank you so much, and put it into a book. So that's what I did. I wrote it in a book form, and so it's just short little memoirs. So we've got like little memoir there, and then it kind of goes from a couple of pages long to another one. So it's a really good fun read. It's easy to read if you just want to read one little monologue, you know, only takes a couple of minutes. So it's bite size for people who maybe don't like reading novels. This is amazing. It was recently a stage production, so I had it was on for one night, 2 showings during the Leicester Comedy Festival upstairs at the Western. It was the opening act, and it was a sold out show, my first ever show. It was absolutely fantastic. I had people from all over come to it, all over, you know, in the East Midlands. Some people from Nottingham, Leicester, Birmingham. So it was really, really wonderful to have people from the community come out and support something, because obviously I'm a new writer. Well, I'm not a new writer, but I'm a new writer per se, and this is, you know, all new to me. So it's fantastic, and I got lots of really good reviews and lots of good feedback, and if you go on my Instagram you'll see some of those comments and what people thought to it. So the general feedback was, we want more. So I'm now trying to get this production on, because obviously the production's adapted from the book, it's not word for word. Trying to get it on at like Soho Theatre or The Curve, which is a local theatre to us, and just seeing what I can do, dipping my toe in. And then I kind of want to get this book out, and maybe with a publisher, because this is just self-published at the moment. I'm skint, so please buy this book. I'd really appreciate the support, just because I want to get my writing out there. It's not very expensive, it's like £8. So that's not bad for a book. It's not bad for a book. So please do support the cause. I would appreciate it so much. Anyway, so my background is, I basically left school and I was a bum for a while, just volunteered and didn't do very much and didn't have a direction, as we all do when we're 19. Well, most people, not all. And then I just kind of went from job to job, never really found my place. Then I was working in fashion for a while, and I did that for about 6 years, fashion styling and working at magazines, and that was okay, but it's full of pompous people. Not all pompous people, I know you've got to be so politically correct now, anyway, I don't give a shit. It was full of pompous people who were literally backstabbing me all the time, so I thought, I'm done with fashion, that's boring. So I decided to go to do my writing, because I'd always written right from being a child. I think my first poem that I ever had published, I was like 7, and I had it published in a local newspaper, the Leicester Mercury, and it was a poem about science. So I've always been a writer. I've always done poetry nights. I've written loads of poetry. I have a poetry book that I'm working on. Just kind of, I know everybody writes poetry books, but you know, this is me. Obviously it's going to be fabulous. So yeah, I just absolutely love writing, and so there's this could be a number 2. I could do Memoirs of a Dater part 2 if I wanted, part 3 if I wanted, because I've got loads of memoirs. Loads of monologues. So and I also have writing a life story about my life, because it is a bit more interesting than what I've just said. And there's also Memoirs of a Mother, which I'm writing, so that's another addition to this. So I did find a man, and I did have a baby, and so I'm doing the Memoirs of a Mother. So I've got lots of avenues I'm going down. But yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of a comedian, and I prefer to do kind of the improv stuff. I don't really like reading scripts, so I let the actresses do the script, because I am not good. But here's my the details, just in case you missed it. I think underneath this video I've probably put the www dot. So yes, please get the book if you fancy a good laugh. So now I'm just going to read you one of the monologues so you can get an idea of what it is. Right, okay. So I'm not going to read a long one. There's a couple of long ones in here. I tell you what, let's do Singletine's Day because happy Singletine's Day. Because yesterday was Valentine's Day, which is consumerism in my eyes. Okay, right, here we go. Other than the 500 cards that I woke up to, piled against the door on Valentine's Day, obviously, I received nothing. Not a flower or a crumb of chocolate, not even a cold. I can't even catch a chesty cough, for fuck's sake. So I'm not a massive fan of Valentine's Day, but this was the first year I got nothing. I would have rather have gotten genital crabs than nothing on Valentine's Day. I cooked myself a microwave meal for one and went out with the girls to an open mic night. I walked through the town alone, watching loved-up couples kissing and holding hands and sitting at candle-lit tables, while I, in my fluffy body warmer and my hands in my pocket, shuffled down the street, hoping not to be seen by anyone, or anything for that matter. If you're single in town on Valentine's Day, it's like you've become a zombie, an infected person. Everybody avoids you like the plague. Every other Facebook status or picture is a rose or a shopping trip, girlfriends and boyfriends talking about how loved up they are. And as a result, I bitterly decided that February the 14th was now going to be purely for us single people, and that we would celebrate on this new day by calling it Singletine's Day. And there are a number of things that you can do on this day to celebrate. Okay, take note. For example, post photos on Facebook and Twitter and all social media of you kissing yourself in the mirror in pure, overwhelming happiness. I'm so in love with myself. I don't need a man. Buy yourself flowers and chocolates and a card that reads, I love you. And if you moonpig it, great, you can put a photo of yourself on the front of it. Fuck yes. Book a table for one of the best restaurants in town and go and don't feel bad. Feel liberated at how confident and happy you are, knowing that you don't have to wash up after anyone and that you're classy enough to fund your own bill. You can dress how you like, eat what you like, no pulling pants and no overpriced dresses. Go to the spa, and if they ask if it's a special occasion, be sure to reply with, why yes, it's Singletine's Day, so please put the champagne on ice for one. Make friends with Mr. Rabbit. All day, all night, turn off your phone and don't answer the door. Write yourself a love letter and post it to yourself, first class. Or write a list of things that make you so fabulous. Stick it to the fridge and read them over and over, and then have your friends come round and read them over and over to you. Newly single? Treat yourself to the biggest curry that you can order. After all, you're not impressing anyone now, so you can follow it with chocolate. Lots and lots of chocolate. Just keep on eating, keep on eating. Movie night, Sex in the City until your eyes burn. Listen to romantic songs on your iPod and dance around with yourself in the living room. I'm sexy, I love myself. Be over the top, it adds to effect. And lastly, know that being single is pretty shit. And after a few months, go back to online dating and moaning with your girlfriends. So there's a little snippet. I hope you enjoyed it. Please buy the book. Please contact me. Any questions? If you want me to come to your theatre and put on my production, I would much love that. So speak to you soon.